Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Our final, not really a final day, it's just we're leaving day.
This is a travel day.
Yeah, welcome to our travel day back home from, we're currently at Oslo Central Station, about to get the train back to the airport
Yeah.
to begin our journey home. So today we're flying the same way as we came, which is via Reykjavik, Iceland. So it's about 2 hours, 2:45, 3 hours or something, I think, the first flight.
Yeah.
And then it's about 6 hours on the way, 6.5, 6 hours on the way back to the U.S.
And we got upgraded to Saga class for the first flight, but not the second. But if you think that's going to stop me from asking if there's any available upgrades at check-in,
Yeah,
you're
so
mistaken.
hopefully, I think we might get lounge access at Oslo because of that. So that will be nice.
Yeah.
So we'll show what we get into. I think we have to figure out once we're there what lounges it gives us access to. But we've flown Saga Premium once before on, I think it was also the way back from Norway.
I think it was.
Which it's like, it's not lie flat seats, but they're bigger seats. You get like drinks and food and stuff included.
Which
it's just
you
a little bit
don't-
more comfortable.
An economy on Icelandair, you don't get food.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, they do have a cool like upgrade system where you can just put a bid in on an upgrade. We put a bid in for both our flights for home. One was not accepted, the longer one, but this one was. So we only had to pay, I think it was like $135 a person. We just did like the lowest sort of bid, which is nice. It's not as expensive as if you want to buy it outright. So if you get lucky, you get a little upgrade.
I'll still ask. You never know.
Yeah,
Just because I know someone did ask about an upgrade for Saga
I
class
assume
and got
because
it.
we didn't get our bid, there is nothing available.
You never know, though.
Fairly nice morning
Yeah.
here in Oslo. It's not raining today when
Yeah.
we're leaving.
No, I just feel it feels very bittersweet to be leaving and going home.
Yeah.
But I also really miss the dogs and the cat.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
trying to be happy, but it's really hard today.
Yeah, we're about to get on the train in a few minutes and we'll be on our way to the airport.
We are in the lounge, the OSL lounge.
OSL lounge.
OSL lounge.
Yeah, we got in because of our upgrade to Saga Premium on Icelandair. We got in here, and we even got onto like the premium side of the
lounge.
which is cool.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably a difference between if you're flying business or if you're flying.
Like you just have
You're
lounge
just
access.
like you have access. Yeah.
So I got a little bit of food. It's a dill potato salad. It's delicious. I also got a little plum.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, this like it's very nice in here. It's very pretty though. But yeah, lots of seating in here.
Yeah.
It's actually a really nice lunch. The train here was super easy. It was like 22 minutes.
Yeah, it was quick.
There was only one other stop. So it's literally just like one stop and then the airport from Oslo Central. And so our tip is there is also another train you can get called the Fly to Get. And it is more expensive. It's about double the price. And it gets here, I think, 2 minutes before the other train.
Yeah.
And the train we were on was very nice as well. So
Yeah.
I'd say this, unless you like really want a slightly nicer train and you need to save a couple minutes, like I would just get
Literally
the
a
normal,
couple minutes.
just get the normal Vi
Yep.
train from Oslo Station. It's not. I don't see the purpose in getting the other one.
Yeah.
But no, super easy. We were here within 22 minutes or
It
something.
was quick.
And then security was nice and easy, very orderly and polite. No, we're just chilling out here before we jump on our flight. This is at least a nice way to start. We can get some food and something to drink and stuff before we get on board.
I do want to shout out Graham because I'm not wearing it right now because it's quite warm in here. But he got a new hoodie the other day when we went to the ski museum, and I've been kind of coveting it.
Holman
Holman
Cullen?
Sure.
Yeah, Holman Cullen.
Gesundheit. And he let me have it today to wear on the plane. So it was very sweet. You take good care of me.
No. I don't often wear jumpers or hoodies on planes. I have a jacket that will probably now be in my bag for the rest of the journey. So I like to be a little cooler on the plane, and Marissa likes to snug up. So
You're always cool, Grant.
we're still in the lounge. We just relocated to a couch. Marissa's crocheting.
As I do
Yeah.
when in airports.
We were just chatting and we are like, oh, we should talk about this on camera. We were just talking about how lovely the security was, or like the TSA equivalent in Norway. Because like, you know how like when you go through normal security, there's always like you
In the
either get your
US
stuff, or
specifically.
there's the other one that means like the security agent needs to check your carry-on bag. That happened to me, which is fairly common because I've got camera equipment. It often just flags in the system, and there was a lady who was like dedicated person on the secondary line who was just grabbing bags as they came very quickly, was just sort of sorting through them, and she went to me. She was like, "Oh, I just need to take your camera out. Is that okay?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's fine." So she opened my bag, no fuss, like just knew how to open my camera bag into the specific spot.
The specific spot where your camera was.
Yeah. Did it, put the thing through again, and then it was super nice. It's just very refreshing to have like polite, courteous, like security people.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, oh, this was so much smoother and less stressful.
Yeah, and I think the thing that like a lot of like gets missed in the US is when you make it stressful and you scream at people.
People are gonna be
and
more
you don't
agitated.
give clear instructions. People are going to be more agitated. They're going to fumble their things. Like, it's just a longer and harder process for everybody. But like in this, like everything was so clear. It was just easy breezy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just nice. Just wanted to point out the lovely Norwegian security people at the airport in Oslo.
Yeah.
All right, we've made it to.
Attention, please remember to start pre-boarding for Icelandair flight F853 to Chicago.
This sums up what we're about to talk about.
Our Saga Premium on Saga Premium Flex passengers, Saga Gold and Saga Silver members. Also, today the aircraft is not parked at the terminal building, so boarding will begin with the bus transfer. Thank you, and I wish you a pleasant flight.
All right, now
Let's try that again.
We were waiting for the lady speaking over the intercom. We made it to Reykjavik Airport, and we are currently sitting on the ground waiting for our next flight because there is very minimal seating in this part of the
airport.
The airport
yeah.
terminal.
We normally love Reykjavik Airport, but whatever.
This terminal we're in is kind of weird.
It's weird. There's nowhere to sit. Yeah.
But we wanted to film real quick because we just got the worst sort of string of luck that I think we could have in an airport. Well, not the worst string of luck, but a very bad
Tone it
string
down,
of luck.
Grant.
So first of all, when we go through passport control, that was fine. As soon as we step out from it, I get pulled into like secondary screening. The whole if you get pulled and they have to like swab everything. And my bag's the worst for that because it's full of camera gear and all this stuff. So it took, no joke, probably 15 minutes to go through and do all of this. And they didn't do it out in the open. They did it like they pull you into like a little office area, and then Marissa had to go through and wait for me.
And just wait. And I'm standing there, like, trying not to cry, trying not to hyperventilate because anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, furiously texting my friend, like, please calm me down. For like 10 minutes. It wasn't quick.
No, it was slow because I have so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like I literally even have
Sucked.
to take my iPad out of its case, and like, it was just a whole thing. I had to repack my entire bag.
Which may not sound like a big deal, but one, you have a lot of stuff, but two, Grant is very, like, some people will just shove
Everything
everything,
has its
back
place.
in. Grant's very particular, so it takes him a while.
Everything has its place, and it has to be in its place for it to fit in there properly.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we get through that. Then we're kind of walking around. We couldn't find anywhere to even sit. We finally found somewhere to sit. We're having a bite of a sandwich, and these like two other people come up going like, oh, we're conducting a survey. But it's not like a, do you want to take part? It's a, you need to do this thing.
Yeah.
And then they just like grill it, like they look at our passports.
Additional
They look
security
at
screening.
they look at they like ask us where we've been and like how we traveled there and how long we've been there for. And it was just like, guys, we're just trying to relax here.
We're just trying
We're
to
just
make
chilling out before our next flight. But anyway, we survived. And now we're just waiting.
Now we're just sitting on the floor waiting.
Yep.
Yep.
Travel.
Super awesome. It's
Travel's
so glamorous
fun.
here.
It's very, travel is very glamorous, sitting on the floor in a Iceland airport. But, you know.
And we had our first flight upgraded. So as you saw, we were in Saga Premium, which was lovely.
Yeah, now we're going slumming it in
Now we're going to
economy.
slum it in economy. And on Icelandair, you don't get any drinks and you don't get any food.
You might get drinks, but
like without paying.
yeah, it's questionable what you get.
So
so we're stocked up. We took some fruit from the lounge.
Yeah.
And we've got some snacks. We just ate a sandwich, so we should be fine. That note, if you're flying economy in Icelandair, they give you the bare minimum, even if your flight is like 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
anything
definitely bring
other
food
than like
and
a
drink.
shot of water, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, so just definitely bring food and drink with you because it's gonna be.
It's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck.
Much later.
Just like that.
We're home.
We're home.
This one's very happy about
That was a lot. Yeah, this is Albus. If you haven't met him before.
Is interested in camera.
That was a long flight. It was one of those flights that was weird. It was not bad. It was actually pretty good, but we were unlucky enough to be in a seat that didn't have any windows, so we had no sense of
Like time or space.
just like, oh, okay, we're there. But no, it was good. It was a long day, so we are tired, and it is about 8 o'clock here, so we're probably just gonna go straight to bed. Hopefully,
Crash.
get back on the
I know,
a normal
Albus.
time, and that is Albus being very vocal. He has had a cat sitter coming in checking in on him, but he always is very vocal when we get home.
Yeah.
And he likes it when we get into the nighttime because that means the dogs aren't picked up until the morning. So he gets a whole night
Just us.
just with us.
Howdy.
But anyway, yeah, he is.
He's ready.
He is. What? Okay. Yeah, he is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this
Travel day.
this travel day video. If you haven't seen, I don't know why you're watching this one first, but if you haven't seen them, you should go back and watch this entire series from our trip to Norway.
It was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it was a journey, but it was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
We love Norway, and we had a great time. So, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to see our next adventure. And Albus is being very chatty and wants us to go to bed, I think. So, good night, everyone. We'll
Bye.
see you in the next one.